If you live in the Crestmoor, Hilltop, or surrounding neighborhoods, then this video on the winter and early spring season housing market update is for you.
Since the start of 2023, there has been a great deal of uncertainty. The economy and real estate housing market have been at the top of that list of unknowns.
One key question we hear a lot: what's going on with home prices in Crestmoor and Hilltop? In this video, you will learn how much Crestmoor and Hilltop are, once again, outperforming the rest of Denver. Stay with us. We'll be covering that and a lot more.
Back to the uncertainty. So last year was a roller coaster, and the year ended with some concerns and fears about the housing market. Interest rates were pushing 7% late in 2022. Buyers and sellers seemingly hit the pause button on taking any action.
Then the calendar turned to 2023. Interest rates began settling, then rising, then settling some more, ending the first quarter around 6.3%. Not great, but not terrible. And that's the thing. Buyers are getting more used to these new rates and adjusting their expectations. The continued lack of supply has been impacted by still strong demand.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, and by the way, before we continue, just a very quick note about us. I'm Zach.
And I'm Kathy. We're local real estate advisors here in Denver. In fact, I'm a resident of Crestmoor. We're committed to bringing you updates every season of the year. The winter and early spring markets are very cyclical and the key time frame that sets the pace for the rest of the year.
Sure, that's absolutely true. If you'd like to book a time to talk about the housing market and how it impacts you, just click on the calendar link below, or you can email us at info@nelsonteam.com.
Okay, let's move on and dive into how Crestmoor and Hilltop fared versus the rest of the Denver metro area, and some key metrics between the first quarter of 2022 and the first quarter of 2023.
In Crestmoor and Hilltop, average sales price in the first quarter of 2022 was $2,064,388, while in the first quarter of 2023 clocked in at $2,096,604. That is a 1.56% increase, which outpaces the Denver metro area decrease of 6% depreciation in that same time period. That means our neighborhoods are outperforming the rest of the Denver area by 7.56%.
In Crestmoor and Hilltop, days on the market have increased quite a bit from 6 days last year to 40 days in the first quarter of 2023. In the Denver area, days on the market increased from 4 days to 11 days.
Now, in Crestmoor and Hilltop, there was a 53% decrease in sold properties year over year. This is a larger drop than the overall Denver area that experienced, which had a 16% decrease in sold properties from 2022 to 2023. But keep in mind, our neighborhoods are a much smaller sample size compared to the rest of the metro area.
Another interesting point about the decrease in homes sold in Crestmoor and Hilltop. Currently, there are 18 pending properties. This is a huge number. Most of these have gone pending in the last 30 days. Why? Simply put, buyer demand has increased in the last month as we move into the spring season.
Well, very interesting numbers and trends indeed. How is it that home values outpace the larger Denver market by more than 7%?
Well, we know Crestmoor and Hilltop are desirable neighborhoods filled with beautiful homes, numerous large parks, and amazing locations to shopping, restaurants, and other amenities. Simply put, our neighborhoods are some of the most sought after in all of Denver.
The housing market is ever changing, and there is always new news to report on. Tune in for our next seasonal housing market update video in July, where we'll continue to track how interest rates and other factors affect home prices and activity in Crestmoor and Hilltop.
And we'll stay on top of the trends so that you can be informed. Remember to click on the link to access our calendar link and set up a time to talk about your real estate needs.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you soon for our second quarter housing market update.